Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Kleneski here on this Tuesday morning where we've got pretty quiet weather to start things off. There is actually a front. It's a stalled out front sitting about right here this morning. And temperatures a little colder off to the east. And there's also a little bit of a wind shift. Southerly winds out here to start, westerly winds here. They're not terribly strong. Most of us will see that wind shift more westerly. A couple of thin clouds passing through. We're going to see plenty of sun today, though, as those winds again get breezy. They'll turn more westerly with time. You can see the final places to turn westerly are going to be out east. And in fact, as we go to the middle of the day, there's the strongest winds in eastern Nebraska today. Some gusts up to 25 miles per hour. But again, late today, those winds will start to die down. They'll be much lighter overnight tonight. Mostly clear much of the night. A couple of thin clouds moving in after midnight and into tomorrow morning. We'll still see mostly sunny skies for your day on Wednesday. Not as breezy. Winds turning back to more southerly as the day goes on, but they won't be terribly breezy. And tomorrow looks to be the nicest day of weather this week. Then comes our next cold front. It's going to pass through Wednesday night into Thursday morning. It brings in northerly winds, some extra clouds heading into Thursday morning. And temperatures will start to drop off. In fact, those north winds there, they're going to start to pick up during the day on Thursday. Probably the breeziest day we're going to see all week. Well, highs today getting up into the 40s and lower 50s this afternoon. Should be a halfway decent afternoon for late November. Tonight's temperatures down into the teens and 20s. Again, most of your teens out west. Tomorrow, the best day of weather this week. Temperatures well above average for most of us, getting into the upper 40s and 50s. Might even get to near 60 here around the Norton, Kansas area here, just outside the local 4 viewing area. But of course, that's bordering places like Furnace County. So we should see a pretty decent afternoon tomorrow. And then, but with that cold front passing through, we still got a decently mild night, or at least not too bad, down into the 20s tomorrow night into Thursday morning. But Thursday itself will be a chillier day and breezy too. Those winds are going to be pretty raw out of the north. Temperatures for highs, mid to upper 30s, low to mid 40s on your Thursday. In fact, they'll come down even more on Friday. Most of us will be down into the 30s on Friday. Then temperatures do start to come back up over the weekend. Still kind of keeping an eye on that small chance of precipitation on Saturday, rain and or snow. If we do see moisture, which again, it's not a guarantee, but if we do see it, that high temperature might need to be brought down a little bit, or even as that moisture moves in, temperatures may drop off a little bit. But temperatures start to inch their way back up near 50 by Monday, and they'll continue to work their way up into the 50s for most of next week as we see a nice mild stretch of weather last through at least next Thursday. It's beyond Thursday we may cool down a little bit here. So take a look at the long-range part of the forecast. This is going from next Tuesday all the way through beyond, basically. So this is the 5th through the 11th of December. The Climate Prediction Center, their outlook calling for well above average temperatures for our area. Most of the country above average, but we could see some of the milder, well above average temperatures here in the middle part of the country. So, and then also probably going to be dry most of next week here. We're not looking at much moisture the next few days. My gut feeling tells me we're probably going to pay for this as we inch closer to the holidays later into the month of December. We'll see. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I know how this works in cycles, and sometimes it seems like you get that stretch of mild weather and then you flip the calendar or flip things over a few weeks later and all of a sudden it's much colder and wetter, but we'll see down the road. As for the long-range models, like I said, not much moisture these next few days. I'm going to jump this ahead to Saturday, as we'll be kind of keeping an eye on Saturday for that very limited moisture chance. Again, it's not much. The European keeps us mainly dry. And then beyond that, we're probably seeing just minimal. I thought about throwing a chance in Sunday. It's not much, though. We have these very minimal chances, but most of this time next week is going to be looking at drier weather. We may start to cool down Friday and beyond. As some moisture starts to move in, we may see some cooler air work its way back in. Here's the GFS model, not much all the way through the rest of this week, as all the moisture remains to our southeast. Saturday, again, very minimal moisture possible. Not much after that in the next week. We're close, but not much. Maybe later in the week, we'll see, but it's kind of iffy right now. This is the new GFS I haven't looked at yet, and this is a little more aggressive with some moisture and maybe a shot of some cooler air working its way back in, but we'll see. And then there's that shot of cooler air as we get towards next Friday again. So, but the long-range model trends for temperatures, again, milder through tomorrow, and then we'll cool back Thursday and Friday, starting to warm up a little bit over the weekend, and then much milder conditions working in next week. That was the model that was showing that cooler air trying to come in on Tuesday, though, so we'll see. But then warming up Wednesday and Thursday, and then the next shot of colder air late next week on Friday. So, you know, those long-range models, they're a long ways out for a reason. That's why they're not always very accurate. So really maybe the biggest question mark would come as we'll pull up this 10-day forecast one more time here. taking some time. We'll get there. There it is. Right in here. This may be the biggest question mark. Could we come back down a little bit here before starting to bump back up? So we could maybe have, potentially, and I want to stress the word potentially, we may see something that kind of goes like this and then comes back up there. So that's kind of the biggest question right now. So I'm not going to get too worked up over that here. So we'll take a look at that 7-day forecast one more time before we wrap things up here as we kind of summarize this forecast. Overall, not a bad forecast. It does get a little chilly at the end of this week, but not too much to complain about as we move towards the end of November into early December. Well, I want to thank you all for watching on this Tuesday morning. Hope it's a good one for you, and I will see you all again on Wednesday morning. Take care, and God bless. Bye.